What's up, y'all? What is up? Y'all know I am ready to do this one right here, baby. You know, Jaguar been on Jay-Z, so I'm trying my best. I can't get the monitor to show, man. Did it show yet? God dog it. Anyway, my computer messing up, y'all. The computer messing up. But Uncle Mike still, there it is. I got it to show. I gotta get my monitor to show, man. And I should be. Hey, up. See, y'all hear that? But anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I'm dying to see what Jaguar got to say about the Jay-Z interview, y'all. Jay-Z did an interview. That ain't no interview. They ain't ask Jay-Z, how you doing there? Sit down, we're gonna have an interview. What's up with the DNA test, man? Why you won't take it? They give him the microphone. Yeah, that ain't no. I'm only gonna answer certain questions. Then he come from this unknown person. Yeah, I do it. Shoot, I would have done the same thing. Nah, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't do it to y'all, man. I couldn't sell out. Here we go. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Oops, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out, man.
Maybe the reason why you had such a problem and you needed him to do that immediate retraction was because you were counting down the weeks until this interview where you were lying, saying that you don't care when apparently you care very much. Boom!
Boom!
Real life.
Boom! If it ain't real life, baby, you know how we do. Here we go, y'all. Let's do this. Disclaimer. Everybody doing these disclaimers.
Real life
like
street
that means
stars.
something.
We're back once again. Jaguar Wright, and it's interesting because we have, I guess you could say, explosive interview drops, 1 million views in a day with Jay-Z
We've
interviewing.
done that.
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah, right. So I know a lot of fans will watch that Jay-Z
Kudos.
interview. Kudos, definitely. And once they see that Jay-Z GQ interview, they're gonna wonder. We wonder what Jaguar thinks about this. It's just interesting how that even it's interesting how that even works with most fans. Like, I wonder what Jaguar's response to this would be. So therefore, we have her right here, back virtually on the blue couch, here to talk about it. First and foremost, once again, we always have to start off with how's your spirits, Jag? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Let's just get with that first.
I'm surprised I'm not tired. I've been on a full scale troll invasion bot war since that god awful interview came out.
God awful. I knew that.
God awful. Okay, you set the precedence. Set the precedence. Okay.
Well, God definitely ain't approving of a man that walk around on two legs who got to sit down to take a dump and pee like everybody else and eat food and need sleep and get tired running around calling himself God. No, I don't think God would be okay with that.
Whoa. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
we've heard of false gods. We've seen
He's
things in the
definitely a
past.
false one. Have you looked at him?
From the Egyptian days, King Tut's.
He's wearing makeup. That's how stressed he is.
I mean, every interview,
makeup?
when you're a celebrity,
No.
you got to get a little makeup done. I mean,
No.
a little powder on the face.
No.
Okay, well, with that being said, first of all,
That was stress makeup.
okay,
That was Tony Busby's whipping makeup.
Whoa.
you don't
That
think it's
was what I'm going to
55
do
year
about this
plus?
autistic that refuses to love.
Nah, dog, that's not 55-year-old or more makeup. If I was a celebrity, I'm sorry. I start off saying, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I ain't putting on no makeup. They want to put this makeup on my face, and I ain't going out like that. So that's why my face sweaty and greasy looking, or whatever it is. Y'all want me, or you want the makeup? Make up your mind. If you want the makeup, you ain't getting that from me. You need to find a makeup person. That's just me, man. That's just me.
And just say I wasn't there. Makeup.
Oh wow.
That was damn. How am I going to keep convincing people that I'm a billionaire when my mother-in-law is poisoning people with that god awful witch's brew, and I can't get a $20 million loan from a banking institution? Makeup.
Yeah, not the gumbo. Oh man.
Oh, no, the
Okay.
That
gumbo.
gumbo? Whoo!
Is it gumbo?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Gumbo
What?
surprise.
Right. Whatever surprise is attached to it.
Yo, when you see people making AI memes with people with 6 toes talking about this is what Mama Tina Gumbo did to me.
Oh man.
Nuh-uh.
Not the
When
Simpsons
when you
blinky
see
fish.
people like putting out like tweets saying this is worse than Ozempic, like
That's crazy.
Damn.
Nah, when you saw that real life, that dude throwing up after he ate it. When you saw that, when you saw the people in real life talking about it, I paid $25 for this. I paid $27 for this. When they started talking about, they shut the place down. The food administrative people shut it down for a couple of days. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. I'm talking about the real stuff. I ain't talking about the jokes. That dude sat there and opened up his car door and he threw up. He regurgitated this stuff, man. That's some scary. That's scary right there.
who was she cooking for?
Who was she cooking
Who
Sound
for?
she been cooking for?
like a
Maybe this is why Matthew had his little problem.
Oh, oh my
Maybe he had to
God.
get a little tanked up before he came home and got,
Wow.
every woman thinks she's the best cook, So I mean, who's to say she does?
No. There are some realists. There are some realists in this world that know that they need to stay away from it. The question is why is a 70-some-odd-year-old woman sitting out here trying to compete with Patti LaBelle, and the only thing she know how to do is curl hair and put on makeup and talk too much. Like, I can understand why Matthew Knowles got mad in that interview when they were like, well, you and Tina did this, and he got up and walked off. And you know what? That's probably how he walked away from dinner.
Oh man. Damn. Okay. 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 Well, let's do this in layers. First and foremost, we're gonna peel back this onion, few layers at a time. We're gonna start with, first of all, for
More like an
Jay-Z.
artichoke.
Yeah, more like an
Give me that
artichoke.
artichoke for that.
Emphasis on choke. Let's go. To even see an interview drop out of the blue, where Jay-Z is doing an interview with GQ with a young journalist. First
Break
of
or
all,
something.
yeah. What is your thoughts by seeing him even speaking coming into 2026 after the whirlwind of what 2025 was? Did you expect him to at least have some type of dialogue
I
about?
told him to. He's a good
Mm,
boy. I told him to. Remember when I was sitting over there with Pierce Boss Baby Morgan? And I said, he's been going all of this time without ever having to respond. And I looked into the camera and I said, that ends now, Sean. You must respond. He was stubborn, but he got around to it, didn't he? Top of the year. He was busy last year. Am I wrong?
no, definitely top of the year. He got right to it.
Got right to it.
Let the Super Bowl settle down a month later.
Apparently that was filmed in January. Allegedly, apparently. That was filmed in January.
He talks about the Super Bowl though, so it was done probably right after, like a week after the Super Bowl's ended.
As January.
Yeah. So you expected him to have some type of dialogue come out.
And he really didn't talk about the Super Bowl like that. Like, I don't remember him talking about Bad Bunny.
No, he didn't. He only mentioned the
Matter
number
of
one stream.
fact,
You're right. As a matter of fact, you're right. He only mentioned it's the number one streaming artist. That why not get him? You're right. He didn't speak about it after the fact.
no,
So
not really.
yeah,
Yeah.
he spoke more about the Kendrick Super Bowl of last year.
Exactly, which would have made sense if this Super Bowl hadn't have happened.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
And he was just speaking future projections and trying to make it look like it wasn't happening when it was happening, so it could look like they were in complete control of the narrative whenever it dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you have
You know, I've
expected?
been an artist for a long time. I worked with probably some of the same PR people that he worked with in the past. I understand how this goes.
Understandable. Would you have expected him to do a sit down with someone else of more tenure, maybe an Ebro or Charlemagne, Torre?
Why
Would
not his good friend, Michael Eric Dyson?
Right, right. I see they speak to each other, so
They only text.
they only text, maybe an email. But you're okay.
Geopolitical matters and such. And The Godfather.
Um, you're okay with Fraser Tharp, the young guy from Complex, who of course now is with GQ.
You
You're okay
mean
with him?
Mookie?
Bookie, are you okay with Bookie doing it?
That's who he looked like. Like the second that I saw him, I was like, he's like a like if Jay-Z and Spike Lee had a baby.
Oh man, I can't unsee it. Hold on.
Like I was waiting for Rosie Perez to come out saying Mookie. It
Damn.
was interesting. You
Um,
want to know what I thought was most interesting about that interview? It was a GQ videos. Who was the stylist?
yes. I was wondering.
Usually they expect men to be impeccable
Yeah,
in those interviews, and they both look like they were running away from college debt at LIU in the School of Hove.
yeah.
Oh
Let's
my
start with that because there was
God.
two
Yeah.
scenes: the all white background and of course
And
the
the
dark
all black, yeah, they
all
had to
black.
do a costume change. And guess what? They didn't improve.
Uh, Jay-Z,
Damn.
Adidas, both scenes wearing Adidas. Maybe that's a play. I don't know. Maybe
I
that's
don't
a
know,
check.
or maybe in his petty nature, it was a jab at Kanye.
Ooh.
He's
Ooh.
petty like that.
Ooh.
Kanye was.
Yeah, because Frazier, he's of course in Chucks, New York. To get an individual so young to speak on Jay-Z's.
He's younger than my deceased son. I'm old enough to be that boy's mom. I was waiting to see who was going to pick him up for his after school program.
Oh my God. Come on, Jay. Come on, man.
He had someone interview him that wasn't even born when most of the stuff about his career was relevant.
That's facts. That's facts, Jag.
Yeah.
Imagine that being interviewed by somebody who's only been long enough to only see your positive PR campaign and not everything that happened before. It was an unfair advantage.
I
Not
mean,
only that, low key, allegedly, the kid is trying to get a job in the Rock Nation thing.
would you say it was an attempt to reach to a younger audience?
No, no, it was a very successful approach at getting someone who's completely irrelevant and inept to do your bidding for you so that you can run your PR campaign interview and try to make everybody believe you're not hurting deep down inside.
He actually had a grill in his on his bottoms, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a
You know who
billion.
else has grills? Kanye.
Mm,
The Adidas, the grill. You're starting to look like you miss him a little bit, Ho.
mm.
Who's God missing? Ooh, I swear to God, everybody that serves and worships that fool is truly a child of a lesser God.
Oh
You
my
remember there was
God.
a movie back in the 80s,
Oh
about the
my
deaf people,
God.
children of a lesser God.
Children of the Corn.
Everybody would have to be deaf, dumb, and blind to follow that around and even bother trying to take that interview seriously and follow any of the that they said in any way. I've never seen, actually, that's not true. That's not true at all. I have seen an interview where 35 minutes go by and people virtually say absolutely nothing.
Mm.
Oh well.
Brilliant. Give them that.
We're
Very,
gonna
very
break.
well
Yeah,
put
we're
together
gonna.
bookstore.
We're gonna pip.
This older man is talking to this young man. And look at the generations and the mixing, and then
and he's sitting there spitting quotes from other motivational speakers and pawning them off as his own. Don't miss that. It happened. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. That's in the Eckhart Tolle, The Power and Now. I would know. I'm a landmark graduate.
Wow, that's crazy.
He's a plagiarist, even in his interviews. Like he's
So-
sitting there. And the thing is when you've heard me give a quote from someone else, haven't you heard me dub the person who said it? Like he's that cocky. Or maybe he's just, he's got good intel and knows that the audience that's watching this is too stupid to know who Eckhart Tolle is.
Right. No, that's
Or have taken the time to read his books or his teachings or gone to his courses or his audits. Yeah.
Well, when the wise man in the room quotes the wise man, who is the wise man, makes you wonder who is the wise man.
Yeah.
The Reasonable Doubt came out September 2025. This is a 30-year anniversary of Jay-Z's rise after, of course, Pac, Biggie, all that happened in Jay-Z.
Condolences.
Definitely.
To Dame Dash.
Come on.
Condolences to Dame Dash. Do you know how ridiculous this whole 30th anniversary of the Reasonable Doubt is? Do you even realize how ridiculous this is? We actually sat here and we had a conversation about the 50th anniversary of hip hop and how he didn't participate in anything except for Tom Brady's party, which was an NFL event, not a hip hop event. Remember?
Yeah.
Gave no. And he made it very clear that he gives no about the culture because, Sean, just so you know, for your next interview, there are 9 elements of hip hop. You missed 5, dummy.
Yeah, he said it was only 4.
You missed 5. Yeah, and then he tried to invalidate every last one of them. So the only thing that would be relevant in hip hop is him and his opinion.
So let's just break that down real quick.
Let's break
He
it
stated,
down.
of course, breaking, graffiti, DJing, and battling. What were the 4 that was missing, if you don't mind us asking?
Yeah,
Number 1, the community aspect, entrepreneurialism.
That's not hip hop. That's this business.
Community outreach, clothes.
That's not hip hop. That's business. Clothing. Hip hop. Clothing is hip hop. Yeah, clothing is definitely hip hop. You got suits and business wear. You got ties. You got church wear. You go to church. You got beach wear, swimming pool. You got hip hop. You got hip hop wear. Oops.
All of these things. The aspect, entrepreneurialism, community outreach, clothing. All of these things are a part of it. Hip hop is
fashion, fashion without question. I mean,
how do you talk about that? And you had a clothing line, regardless of whether or not it was used to launder money, allegedly. You still had a clothing line.
Oh my God! Don't say that. You're right.
Just so you know, I plan on saying a lot of inflammatory things, and I plan on dancing very closely on the line of libel conversation, using allegedly like a Band-Aid on a kindergarten field trip.
The word
I
of the
want to
kid.
make sure that Nancy Mace keeps inviting you to answer questions.
Ooh. Okay. The word of the day, kids, allegedly.
No, he has been. Yeah, everything is allegedly, even my name.
Damn.
Yeah, I got that from Malaya. Her name is Latrasha Transrena.
Damn.
It must work for her because she allegedly has committed bankruptcy fraud, hiding money, putting houses and property and LLCs and hiding from Cardi B so she ain't gotta pay her. And now she wants to try to get out of having to go back to jail. I've seen all of your mug shots. Go ahead, clip another one. You like playing with mine.
Uh-oh, you like playing with mine.
I don't know if you guys haven't figured it out. I'm going scorched earth today. And Carisha, please. We're going to get to that. Was ridiculous.
Yeah,
now, what were you saying?
Yeah, we're gonna get to Carisha. But to break down this Jay-Z interview, let's just start off. Let's go layer for layer. He started off by saying that 2025 he was heartbroken by everything that happened in 2025. Heartbroken was his word of choice. Of course, lawsuits, the Diddy situation.
This is me playing the world's smallest violin.
Yeah, a billionaire heartbroken is wild.
No. A billionaire that can't get a $20 million loan from a bank is wild. A billionaire that needs a $20 million loan is wild. A billionaire who's got his mother-in-law out on the street poisoning half of Houston allegedly is wild.
Some of y'all got to realize that the bank probably did turn them down because maybe they ain't had the money. $20 million could be used somewhere else. And that gamble on this $20 million is a lot of money to say. I'd rather take 100 people and give them smaller amounts. I think the amount had something to do with it. Not that his credit wasn't good enough or he didn't have enough collateral. That's what I think, you know. We don't know the reason why. We just know it's a no.
Yeah, he stated that through 2025, the way the world was moving is that people don't think about the consequences of their actions.
Yeah, including him.
Including him.
Well, I would say Jay-Z thinks about the consequences.
No, he doesn't.
Now versus before.
He don't give no.
No, he don't. If that's the case, he would. If you thought about your consequences, you would take that DNA test. You would take the test. If you know that ain't your son, just take the test to prove to everybody. I told you I'm not the dad, but nah, you want to string this thing all the way out. Come on, man. You playing with the world. You don't have no dignity. You don't have no dignity in yourself. Take the test. Either way, on a positive side, if I don't think I'm the father, I would still take the test. If I think I'm the father, I would take the test. Why? Because it's another human being involved. You're avoiding it, saying that if I am your daddy, I don't want to be your daddy. I don't even want to freaking find out if I'm your daddy. That ain't cool. I don't care how every big celebrity, I can't be taking tests from every celebrity. That's what people tell me. You know, if you're a celebrity, you can't just take. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying at least 4 or 5. Every year somebody come and saying I'm the daddy. Your mother, the mother has told this guy this. I call you back, man. Let's go. I call you back.
If he did give a he would show a little decency and leave that autistic woman in Alabama alone, rather than beating down her door looking for $20 million because you're mad she remembers you hanging with your so-called not best friend Diddy back in the day when she was abused. You couldn't get it from BuzzFeed. It's funny. You sued the both of them for defamation. The judge threw his case out. The only way that could possibly happen is if you found no evidence of defamation, which means that everything that Tony Busby said against you must have been true or plausible. Because they threw that out. So if he was representing this autistic woman and he was representing her claims, then you're just bullying an autistic woman. Beating down her door for $20 million because a bank won't give it to you. Maybe you should go to your partner, that woman over there at the Uncle Nearest, who stashed the other 20 million. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking about money y'all were planning on allegedly laundering? Maybe I should stop. Fuck you mean. Think about the consequences of your act. He don't think about but his pride. That's why he sat there with a preschooler answering questions that he wrote.
I can't believe that he's trying to make this thing fly. Of all the people in the world, this dude can interview with anybody or any TV newscast or whatever. You pick I mean, kudos to him. Shout out to him. That's crazy. I still can't believe that. I thought it was AI. There's no way in the world go on Piers Morgan or something, man. I could not believe that he was on there with this. This is gonna be a long video, man. I got a lot to say about this
He
too.
led that boy around by his nose. That boy should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
He actually made Torre look like a more credible journalist than he is. With that hogwash interview. Do you not have any self-respect, young man? Journalistic integrity. You're supposed to be an editor.
Wow.
But then again, he's a social media influencer too. Maybe he's lying about what he really is. I don't know. It was insulting.
The word.
It was insulting.
He stated that Busby made him angry. He had uncontrollable anger.
Uncontrollable anger.
Yeah. How did the Epstein files make him feel? If the Busby gave him uncontrollable anger, I can only imagine what these Epstein files are doing. That's so much worse. So much worse.
So, Jay-Z has said, 2025, he has spent a lot of time on defense. 2026, it'll be all,
No, he didn't.
it'll be all offense.
No, he did not spend time on defense. He spent time on his knees, failing. Defense would imply that you didn't keep taking L after L after L. Defense means you're fighting for a win. It's so funny because when he got cocky with Busby and he said, we don't fight for victory, we fight from victory. And then you caught nothing but L's, didn't you? God said no. How's that casino bid looking? Oh, that's right. You didn't get it.
What?
Oh my God.
On the flip side of that, on the flip side,
Uncontrollable anger.
right?
Respectfully, eat a dick, bitch.
On the flip side
Don't
of that,
get ready for your picnic with them dead roots that I'm calling the weeds.
oof.
Go do it with your little friend, Erica Bad You.
Did she just call the roots the weeds? The roots. I haven't heard too much about the roots in a good little while, but she called them the weeds. That's crazy, man. Oh my God, Jag. Jag, pump your brakes. I should have brought my Jag shirt with me to the Bahamas. I didn't know.
Damn.
On the picnic and then go eat a hot dog, shove it down your throat while you lie about how many tickets you sold.
Hot dog, not a glizzy. Oh.
Hey, there's nothing like, a good Hebrew national. All due respect intended. They're kosher. Enjoy.
Now, Jay-Z did say in 2026 it'll be all offense. What do you think he meant by that?
Yeah.
He's on the attack.
I mean, who he attacking other than his own pride?
Damn.
I don't consider you harassing an autistic woman like offense. I consider it abuse. Offense? What kind of offense you planning on doing? The kind of offense Desiree Perez tried to do against her daughter? Was you planning on trying to put people in the hospital? Y'all gonna get Dr. Boba back at it? See if you can Marchman Act or Beck Act or 302 or white warrant some people that you want out of the way? Like what's offense looking like for The Rock?
That's the question.
What's offense looking like for Rock Nation? Poor Pusha T. Pusha T. I done heard it so many times. My bad, no disrespect, kid. Just being attached to you. People are catching unbelievable strays. What's offense? Getting your wife off of her knees so she can get a break before she has her knee replacement surgery? Before you figure out how to work that child to death? What do you call offense?
Oh.
What's offense looking like?
I wonder what they're gonna say
Trying
about
to find another fake case to put on me? More fake lawsuits? What does offense look like?
Yes, we gonna
Going
see.
to Nas's groundbreaking for the casino that he got because you're a piece of
Whoa.
and everything you touching right now is crumbling. What's offense looking like?
Dang.
Telling Nancy Mace you never gonna come and answer about why your name has appeared allegedly another 90 some odd times in the Epstein files. Meanwhile, your protege, whose house got shot up, she done ran off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And she's on the Epstein files too, on the call log with two different numbers. And her ex-boyfriend and his daddy just happened to be a client, even though they tried to front off like MJ was Michael Jackson, when the truth is, it's Muhammad Jamil. And in the Epstein files, Muhammad Jamil and Hassan, they was partying together. So did that happen with Rihanna? Did you set it up? Maybe that's what Nancy Mace wants to know in Washington, D.C. Shit, I want to know. I want to know.
Wow.
Ooh,
Oh,
You
come on, the
go,
voice.
girl.
Oh,
when you cold, Jigga, do you get cold? I want to know. When you watching all of these do all of the wild that they do, so they can be shell corporations, so you can keep losing money and making bad investments and pretending to be somebody's less than God.
I wanna know.
I want to know, nigga,
wait.
please.
Did you say when you cold, do you get cold?
Yes, does he get cold?
Okay.
I'm just saying, you over here, you busy. Do you get cold?
Boy. Now, Jack,
Jonathan Hayes sat right here and said he had Ray J plowing down the baby. I hope that's not true because I hear Ray J is very sick.
Yeah.
I
Saying
hear.
he may not-
We hear.
We hear tell. He's talking about running around essaying everybody and giving them STD. Because he's mad his brother got his sister. Oh, I said his brother. His sister got outed as a slut. Everybody know that. Duh.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, that was back in the '90s. I mean, to bring it back up is kind of
And further.
and a little further,
Yeah, not further. And Carson know all about her. And
Not
everywhere else.
Not Carson.
It's just funny because they don't talk about that woman, that person that she ran over with that car. They don't ever talk about that though. They talk about a body count, but they don't talk about a hit list.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh man.
Ain't that a bitch?
Oh man. Now,
The distinctions.
now, Jack, Jay-Z has said that he reflecting on his past to get through Marcy Projects, through Trenton, New Jersey, and everything else. He came out.
Behaving,
Yeah,
framing all his friends, getting away with red rum allegedly.
yeah. He came out unscathed.
He did. He ain't lying. Look at what he done to D Haven. Look at what he done to Dame.
Dang Dash.
Wow.
Charlemagne was a particularly nasty knife. to use on Dame. That was really nasty. Which is why this whole anniversary about reasonable doubt is just some goofy ass. If you gave so fucking much about the legacy, if you gave a fuck about you know the history, if you gave a fuck about any of this shit, you want to know what would make all of this awesome? You having a listening party, playing the actual masters from that first legendary album. Oh, that's right. You didn't try to buy them, even though they were worth $1 to you, $1 million. You a billionaire. You couldn't have spent $1 million to get your own masters back. Now you want everybody to celebrate it with you, but instead you made your master recording state property. Literally.
That is interesting.
Did you hear what I just said?
Right. No.
Oh, let me do it. Let me do it like he did it in the interview. No, don't skip over that.
Yeah.
Rather than honoring his first legendary so-called album, he allowed his masters to be orphaned and become New York State property. See, it didn't happen to him, it happened for him.
That is interesting. He didn't want.
I hope you hate me for real.
Oh my God.
After the day, I'm about to be so disrespectful to you, Sean Corey Carter. I'm going to make you send them boys after me because I'm sick and tired of playing with your bots and your trolls. What did Kanye say? Don't send them, send them. You did $1 million in a day. I bet you we can do 2 with this one. You.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Let's go. Now, Jack, he said that he didn't get here by taking advantage of no one. His
He
words.
said a lot of things, didn't he?
His words. He said he took advantage of no one to get to that position.
You wanna know what's funny? I did a poll on my.
Nah, you know what's funny? When he was saying it, if you know how to look at somebody's face, when he was saying it, and the way he said it, and the way he looked down a little bit while he was saying it, you could tell that he was saying the opposite. He did the opposite. He's saying the opposite of what he done did. Right in that moment, y'all go back and look at the interview.
His words.
He said a lot of things, didn't he?
His words. He said he took advantage of no one to get to that position.
Know what's funny?
Yeah, right.
I did a poll on my channel. I did a poll. We should read. I did this poll specifically because I knew we had this interview coming and I wanted to see what the people had to say. I didn't even bring my readers out here. That's okay. I'll struggle.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with getting older and being honest about my age. Can your wife
Amen.
say the same?
Amen.
I don't think so.
Amen. I don't give a daggone. It's gonna
that
happen to
kept them
everybody.
Strays too. All of y'all.
Damn.
Go get your mama so she can stop trying to take out half of Houston like you did with your vagina. Oh yeah, I'm about to be disrespectful as I meant that.
The words of that kiss is allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah, alleged. All of this is alleged. Even this phone, this post is alleged. Okay, so this is the post. It's on my community wall for the Jaguar Wright Effect, our channel. We're at 117K now. We moving.
Congrats past that 100. Congrats getting past 100.
Yeah. Okay, so I put this up 22 hours ago. I was trying to get a 24-hour consensus. We got close. So this is what I wrote. In this new interview, Sean Carter suggests he's never taken advantage of anyone or any opportunity in his career. I laughed because I could think of at least 2 undeniably, off the top examples. Number 1, we have 2 options.
Okay.
Destiny swapping with his real OG, not that Hispanic guy involved with all of that cartel stuff who got that pardon, him and his wife from Trump back in 2021, not the OG guy, your real OG, D-Haven Irby, who's Headache here on YouTube, or vicious or the viciously predatory deals he signed state property to, which they signed intoxicated with no lawyers to represent their best interests in the room. Which one do you think we should go with? Getting a bunch of aspiring, hungry artists, drunk and high with a bunch of whores in the room, twerking all over them with a DJ, and then sending in a bunch of Jewish suits to tell them to go on ahead and sign contracts that they knew was going to fuck up their careers, where there was specific language in it that stated that they got all free studio time they wanted, but any hit record that they had that they planned on using on their albums, Jay-Z got first dibs on, which is why he had the run that he had, because he stripped all of his artists from their number one records. These would have been Bean stacks. These would have been Emilio stacks. These would have been Petey stacks. These would have been Oskino stacks. These would have been Kristen Neat stacks. Not yours, bitch. Are you kidding me? And that's why you hired that child, because he wasn't even alive when this was going on. So I don't know, guys. Which one do you think we can go with for option one?
D. Haven?
Destiny swapping, or figuratively graping state property?
State property, of course.
Okay, then we'll go with that for the taking advantage. And then the number two, signing Rihanna, who was a minor. A minor. You like that song, right? You. Alone, with no guardian or lawyer. Once again, another artist signing with no lawyer and no parent, nobody there, present to represent her best interests in a 6-album deal where she was told by a grown adult man that she could either go out the window or out the door. That's two.
Man, damn.
It's sad when a person can simply lie to the world with no conscience and escape accountability systematically. This poll is simple. Drop a name or even a business deal you believe Jay-Z took predatory advantage of to date at GQ Videos. You should do better research before publishing easily debunked lies.
Easily debunked.
So here we go. We got 340 votes. It's not a lot, but it's a decent baseline. It got 85 likes. Got 34 comments.
30. Okay.
So it says here, has Jay-Z taken advantage? Or, I don't think Jay-Z takes advantage. 92% say you take advantage.
92%.
8% say they think you fighting from victory, not for victory.
Oh, shit.
Boy, you need to get more bots. We don't believe you. You need more people.
Yeah, whenever you use words like never and no one.
Wait a second. The fact that he took the chance, went on the internet and said anything after how long of being quiet shows the desperation he must be facing. God is coming for him. There is no stopping it. That has 18 likes and a reply that says, agreed. If he didn't feel a sense of desperation, he would have kept it pushing on his I'm God, don't speak to me disposition.
Damn.
This isn't me. It's a simple poll. Now, wait a minute. Oh, this one was good. This one was something else. So rather than writing like a statement or a soliloquy. He just did a list of people who he thinks the predatory man has preyed upon. Damn, the list goes on. D Haven, B.I.G., Dame, Young Guns, Bleak, Beans, Cam, Oskino,
Big L.
Machiavelli when he died, Big L,
Big
Murder
L.
Inc., Rockefeller, Ye, Def Jam, Aaliyah, R. Kelly, Free, Hype Williams, DMX, White Nation, and whomever else gets in this the way.
No one. Right. To use the words no one.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
list is pretty
Somebody
long.
said
That list is
Chris
pretty long.
Brown. Somebody said don't forget Chris Brown.
Oh man.
I ain't gotta read no more.
Yeah, no,
Y'all get the point.
someone said the predator that gets preyed upon. And he spoke on the lyrics, the more they try to reveal me, the more they want to kill me. Is that like is
Sure.
you do you think he's talking about you and others who like try to reveal who he is, want to see him destroyed?
Reveal? Does it sound like I just read you comments from strangers on my channel? People that I don't know. Does it sound like I'm revealing him?
Come on.
Facts. That's facts.
See, this is the issue that I have with all of these weirdo Jay-Z sexual peoples. They want to blame me for stating the obvious. I'm not working hard here. I'm just being honest about what is obvious. See, the problem is these got so used to lying so that they can be down. It's unbelievable. See, people don't understand his level of narcissism. He knows he's lying. He knows that we know he's lying. He knows that everyone knows he's lying. He knows that he's actually been sloppy to a certain extent. He's been very, very, very brazen in his, not sloppy on the Diddy level, but sloppy as in,
Slop.
it ain't no secret that you people over with no conscience and then smile in people's faces like you never done nothing at all.
That's the same thing DMX was saying. Some of the stuff you can't really break down and explain. When somebody do something wrong, you can't break down everything. You just know he did some shady stuff and it was wrong. He know it's wrong too. DMX was saying the
But
same
that's
thing about him.
obvious. What he counts on is that nobody will ever call him out on it or say it. And matter of fact, people will rush to his defense to lie for him because he has created the illusion using former cartel people.
Come on now.
Because I'm going to tell you something right now. You remove Desiree and Juan Perez, motherfuckers going to start taking shots at real fast. Like the simple fact that he was being honored at a Mexican event in Mexico,
No.
in cartel country. You they pet nig. And they've been riding your all the way to the glory while you over your people just like it said so in the Epstein files. Because the truth is, you're probably just as much a hostage to those people as everybody else that you got scared of those people. You fixed yourself up real good. You were so worried about being the highest and being the biggest. You live in a cage that you built for yourself. No, you've never been to jail. You live in a gilded jail. By some looking Santeria hole who tried to have her daughter locked up in an insane asylum because she didn't like her black husband. Wake up! I feel like I should be like in a Spike Lee movie at the end of school days. Wake up!
Oh, damn. For real.
Jaguar need a beep button.
Are you
Beep,
kidding me?
beep.
This bitch was willing
to let her daughter sit in an insane asylum with real dangerous, insane people because she didn't like her black man who loves her more than anything and married her. Her mammy had him thrown in jail 3 different times for a crime he didn't commit and tried to have him fixed up for a sex trafficking charge against her daughter using recordings that tried to make it sound like Demore was being raped and it wasn't even her, using Rock Nation goddamn employees as witnesses when they hadn't seen her in years. You mean? Those young people. What happens when you stop performing? You gonna get Marchman Act. They're gonna Baker Act your ass. Or they're gonna send you the fuck to jail, because the only reason you hasn't been is because they've been there working with you, with the authorities allegedly, and making sure that everybody else went to jail, but the you. It ain't no good behavior or smart. No, you got the cheat sheet. What the fuck did Meek say? When all of his legal problems went away and he was finally able to be off probation after 1,800 years? Desiree, fix my problems. Desiree, help me.
Boy. Okay, Jack, just to shift gears for a second.
A woman who caught a slap on the wrist and then went back for more keys.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no.
And ended up abandoning her daughter so she could play cartel and rob her. Weird.
You're not too far from the...
The way they came after our channels for sharing her daughter's very real and true story. You know that trial happens this year.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, that trial happens in October. And I intend for all of my charges to finally be dismissed so that I can go to work and report on that trial. I intend to be there, Desi. Okay. I intend to be there to see you lose. And I hope Hilton can call content creators to the stand so I can show all of the evidence how after we presented your daughter very real, true story, y'all came with false strikes, shutting down people, taking people's monetization, trying to bar people from their channels. Y'all some weird.
Yeah, we did a reaction to that.
Okay, we can't wait for that one. Yeah, we would love to see boots on the ground.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you we made it to court today? We were there for Ivana Ortiz. We started our own media group. We're going to start doing real legitimate news reporting, going into courtrooms.
Okay.
Tuned in.
Did you know that, Mr. Carter? We were there. And we're going to be following Ivana Ortiz all the way to the end. Tell Rihanna, unpack her bags. She should probably stay where she's at, unless she want to have to come back and testify, allegedly.
Oh.
Maybe it's a good time for her to get pregnant again.
God damn.
I mean, even though it didn't stop Cassie from testifying.
Now, Jack, just to switch gears just for a second, he did speak.
I told you I intended to be a today, didn't I?
Just a little bit.
Am I living up to it?
Oh man, you're billowing. You're billowing.
I know that I've been a little tame these past interviews. I haven't been so forthcoming.
Oh, man.
I am today.
God damn. Now Jay, he has spoke on his wife, Beyonce, and he said, of course, he said she is a great producer, a hell of a creative.
You know what? I did a video.
Speak on it.
Yeah, no, I put up a short. Hold on, to show what a great producer she is and all of her production skills. Hold on a second. Goofy. Wait a minute. Where Wait, did I undo them both? Did I break my cards? Say I'll get credit again. You broke. Everybody does. Not everybody Steve. We go and meet everybody. Say, hey, great show. That's an actual film of her in the studio. Talking about how they steal everybody's and how they go and smile in people's faces and shake their hand, and it's still their routine, still their choreography, still, yeah, I'm sure she's real. I don't know. Does theft count as a talent?
No, if no one finds out, it's the greatest crime.
That's when it's talented when nobody finds out, I guess.
Rock on.
I don't want to know.
Switch gears a little bit. He actually did speak on Kendrick and Drake. He went into that kind of deeply, and as far as spoke on what he thought about beef. And mind you, he of course saw the Tupac, saw the Biggie. Him and Nas did their thing, and he said he actually disliked beef and battle rap, or what he called the fourth pillar of hip hop, battling. He looks like it's gotten too personal when it comes to hip hop battlers, and you know, wives are involved, kids are involved.
If he was really that worried about it, why did he let Kendrick Lamar do Not Like Us at the Super Bowl?
That's what touche.
All he would have had to say is, you can do whatever song you want, but I think it's just a little disrespectful to the man and to his family and to his children. You know what I mean? These are unsubstantiated claims.
That's true.
Because
Ain't
the
nobody
truth
saying nothing
is,
about
the
that.
claims that Kendrick Lamar has made about Drake have been unsubstantiated. Where's the victim? Where's the case? Where's the suit? Where's the police report? You ran all around the world calling a man a PDFer. You got the whole world to call that same man a PDFer with no case, with no victim, with no nothing.
You're right.
Like, it's not like he said in the song, allegedly a minor. He didn't say allegedly. I say it all the time. I say it in the shower. I say it in my grace. I say, Lord, I allegedly.
No, you're right. Drake has children. Drake has a child, and you're right, Jay-Z. If you dislike this, you allowed.
Why did you let it happen? It offended President Trump. He walked right out.
Come on.
I'm just saying. You know, Epstein files is a right now. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Jay-Z was in the Epstein files
You don't
too.
have no favor towards K-Dot at all? Considering the only reason you were able to get a handle on that boy was because he's ingratiated and heavily indebted to Top. And we all know that Top and Punch might as well be a Siamese baby attached at the brain. And we all know about Punch's very close-knit relationship with the Jigga Man.
Well, now, hold on, Jack. Jay-Z said, why would I even care about this beef?
I don't know.
He said,
why would he care?
He said,
Great question. Why would he care? This was supposed to have been filmed in January, correct? Why would he care?
He said, I'm Hove. I'm Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Why would I care?
How's that working out for you? A guy that can't stay out of a lawsuit and can't get a loan. You weirdo. Some god you are.
Damn.
I bet you even sit down and pee now.
Well, no. Now, Jack, he did say.
Go ahead, Jack.
Understand this. If he really didn't care, then why did weeks after he told that poor to that little boy, did he go back and forth
bitterly, aggressively, vigorously with his friend Michael Eric Dyson about it, defending Kendrick Lamar and letting him know that he was taking it too far with defending Drake. If you didn't care, maybe that's why you called that and scared the living daylights out of him and had him sitting there looking like a runaway slave or a character from the Green Mile. I'm so sorry. I remember when Kanye put me out there and I got to say Jay-Z. And the first time when he was talking cocky, he was calling you his friend Sean Carter. He came back, Mr. Jay-Z, I'm sorry, sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Scared out his man. Maybe the reason why you had such a problem and you needed him to do that immediate retraction was because you were counting down the weeks until this interview where you were lying saying that you don't care when apparently you care very fucking much. Boom! Ooh, that hurt, didn't it? Ooh, you got caught. Ooh, you got caught. You got caught staging a narrative, huh? Your little friend, Mr. Dyson, man, you know he was so happy to be you, but I'm sorry, boss. I haven't seen anybody coon that good since Stephen A. Smith started kissing Trump ass.
Damn. Now,
I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to be like Kanye. Please don't send me to the synagogue, sir. I'm sorry. Pathetic, all of you. With your fake friendships and your fake narratives and your fake stories. Just come out. If all of you people are so tough as you are, then why don't you just be what you are? Say what you are. Have the guts to do like me and just be what it is. What kind of God are you that you gotta hide what kind of you are? Isn't that supposed to be one of the perks of God? He doesn't have to care about what the people beneath him think. Like, that's a God perk.
well,
Like, if God wants to create a natural disaster and kill 1,000 people, he don't give no why should you? You God, right? You're so powerful.
on the flip side of that, Jack, he did say morality defines who you are, not a dollar amount.
Morality? Well, then if that's the case, I see why he can't get a loan. He's bankrupt.
Damn.
Bars.
Damn.
Oops. You can use that. You like plagiarism, you can use that at the Roots picnic.
Now he mentioned that the system is set up
I
against
wonder
him.
how many times he's called me so far
Ooh.
since he's been watching this interview.
Oh. Hopefully not no.
They
Hopefully
ain't
not
got
no
nothing
time,
else to
Jack.
do.
No, I'm counting
I
on at
think they
least
watch
50.
a lot of them. They ain't got nothing else to do. I think they watch a whole lot of this stuff, man, to be honest.
Oh.
The stars. They ain't got nothing else to
Hopefully
do.
not no. Hopefully not no time, Jack.
No, I'm counting on at least 50. Maybe 50.
That's bars. I'm counting at least 50. Oh man. He said the system was set up against him as him being a rapper. Like trying to get to where he is, the system has always been set up against him.
It has.
That's what he said.
What's set up against him when he was able to move from the number 20 rapper to the number top 5 rapper after Biggie and Pac died, and then the top 3 rapper after Big L died, and then the number 1 rapper after Nas was out of commission for allegedly not having a nervous breakdown when allegedly he was micked by someone very close to him that Mr. Carter was allegedly sticking his penis in. I'm just saying. Set up against you where? I can see a lot of things that were set up against other people.
that was supposed to be set up for you, and but then you had those good cartel friends with those government ties. By the time this interview is finished, I want to make sure that at least half of the black people that think you're somebody hate you. Because you're every much the boot-licking, coon, Uncle Tom backstabbing that they said you were in those Epstein files.
Whoa.
Oh. Now, Jack, this interview was 36 minutes. Do you feel this was a part one of a further interview that might come out later? Do you feel
No,
it was?
after this interview, grand opening, grand closing.
Wow.
He ain't saying shit else, not after this interview. It's part of the reason why I'm doing it. I'm going to be the most obnoxious until you say my name, say my name. When everyone's around you, tell them you hate me. Tell them, say it. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist, you scared knock me. Say it.
Well, not me.
You want to go to Philly and play with Kip Amir and that weird half of witch Erica Bad you? You think you flexing on me, ho? In my hometown?
Ho.
It ain't been much of a hometown since you started doing business there, buying real estate there, and allegedly flooding fentanyl all over my hometown. Throwing people out of their homes just like you did over there in Brooklyn. You a piece of you are the scourge of the earth. You are an incubus of viral plague. Go down to the Platte. Bad things happen to superstars at the Platte. That's where David Ruffin was found dead. Over there in the brush. Barely a quarter mile from where you gonna be performing. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe somebody who noticed that you snubbed state property and Jasmine Sullivan and replaced them with T.I. and K. Lonnie. Maybe one of them will just get mad and get rid of you. Allegedly. Maybe, if we're lucky. I'm sure your wife would love to cash in policy so she could get her mama off the bread line so her mama ain't got to run around.
Oh, damn.
Maybe they can get a loan. Maybe they won't have to keep getting second mortgages. They got to be able to get at least what, 150 million for you?
At least.
That should be enough to make some good investment. And then they'll be able to take everything else because of the kids. I know you had her on, a purse. She got $1 million for every kid if there was ever a divorce. So I'm sure it'll split between. But then again, you being gone, it'll be so much easier to get your DNA. All those other kids will be able to cash in. It might get smaller. You plan on taking a test for Ramin yet? You could make that whole situation go away with just a drop of blood. Rather than wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on these legal maneuvers. You go for bloodiness. You get a little blood and then boom, and then he gone. Look at me solving your problems one by one.
Damn. Just to change gears again.
Keep sending motherfuckers to my channels. Keep sending people to stalk me down. Keep going after my GoFundMe. Keep going after my social media. Y'all keep playing the game that you're playing. And you can tell, what's her name? The caddy and her sister. Keep playing them internet games. Keep playing with Danny Robinson. Or should I call you Joshy? Hey, Joshy. I hope you can have a happy Easter. Maybe not. I'm finding a network piece by piece. I'm putting it all together. It's fabulous. Hey, Ling Ling.
Not Ling Ling.
What?
Damn. Um, can we speak about
I know she called me 80 right then. I felt it come through the screen in future time.
Can we speak on Miss Carisha, please? Young Miami. She does interview with Charlemagne. Of course, she speaks on a lot. You know,
Y'all the
speaks on.
fraud. I'm calling him Shar Kelly now.
Damn.
What?
They sit
Wow.
down and she actually speaks on Diddy, and she actually admits
Yeah,
to saying that.
she cared for him and he a good friend. And she don't know how to let her good friend down. And she owned up to everything for the most part, even being an idiot. The only thing she wouldn't take head on was the urine thing, which don't nobody believe. Everybody know he pissed in your mouth just like he pissed in everybody else's mouth. You ain't
Right.
special.
I don't know what golden showers is.
And yeah, you don't know what golden showers is. That's like saying you don't know what NyQuil is. We know you gave that shit to your kids so you could go shake ass for money allegedly, but we ain't gonna get into it. You stop lying. Stop lying. Tell the truth. People will respect you more. What you think? You can put a pig in Chanel. He's still a pig. See, when I listened to the interview, you probably shouldn't have told me to listen to that interview. She's probably going to be upset that you asked me to listen to that interview because then I got to go through the comments and then I got to hear what she had to say about her own life. Please, somebody take her children away from her. Take those kids away from her. Let's not wait for you to go to jail like your mama did so that y'all can act, so the kids can have a good upbringing. Somebody need to get that away from them kids. Little Rod was right about her. She don't give no about them kids. Like he said, he didn't even know she had kids. She had her head stuck so far up and her finger so far down in his pocket, trying to put it on his credit card. She didn't even have children. Everybody was at the family affairs and she left her kids somewhere else. Probably because you didn't want your children to see you get pissed on.
She said she
But the
wanted.
simple, huh?
She said she wanted Diddy's baby. She wanted his child.
Yeah, I bet she do. She looking at that other little Asian girl, the trans girl. And as long as she ain't got no baby, she's supposed to go back and forth with what's her name? The goofy one, the Gina, huh? Gina was just funning the shit out of her. No wonder she wanted to do this interview. Gina called all kinds of weirdo. And I can understand why. Because if you won't claim it, then claim it all. You wanted it all.
It's crazy.
You wanted it all. You wanted to be the one. You was with Diddy. Everything was great. You was sunning on everybody. You had that half a heat Saucy Santana with you, sitting there acting a fool and acting a mockery. Let that little weirdo talk shit about JT and all kinds of stuff, but you love JT. Bitch, get the out of here. I give it to your PR team. They're doing a good job teaching you how to lie better, but unfortunately, we still know you're lying. Of course, you got pissed on. Of course, you got hit. Of course, allegedly. All of those things happen to you that happen to every other girl because you're not that special. You're just not.
Yeah, Pink Tootsie was involved. Let's not get that
Yeah.
twisted.
And her sitting there talking about, yeah, like I said, don't feel a thing. I can understand why it's easy for you to lie. You ain't feel it. You was just able to go shopping the next day, and that's what mattered to you. Because when she said that she came up in Opalaka, then I understood. I understood everything. See, all I needed to hear was where she was from. She said Opalaka.
That let you know.
She might as well be from Natchitoches. Poor dirt, swamp trash, proper.
God dang.
When she
Man.
sat there and talked about how her mother was so popular because she was a whore, well, a loose woman and a booster. She was proud that her mother was a thief. See? Her mama went to jail and she had to sit around and take care of her mother's litter.
Yeah, yeah. Therefore,
Girls
now
that come from places like that, in dark little towns like that, sleepy towns,
where people don't ever expect anybody to make it out of.
The sundown.
There's a certain kind of desperation that it brews in a like her that can barely speak English at 35 or 33, something like that.
To want a man that is
She's speaking on an 8th grade reading level and raising children. And she's supposed to be a rapper.
she wants a man.
She's asking her adolescent child to critique her adult explicit content album to see
Boy,
which songs kids will like. She said that.
boy.
Somebody please go get them kids before they grow up hating women and end up choking them out in rest stops all along I-20 thinking about this bitch.
She said her man needs to make at least 100 million.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She don't have, because she wants to be taken care of and because she wants to feel special and whoopty whoopty whoop. I just don't know what man that's worth $100 million will want her after she been ran through by Diddy and she's still bragging about it on records. Because it sounds good that you had a billionaire. You like you're pathetic. Like this interview, and it's sad because people, oh, this is such a great interview. This is such a great interview. Yeah, for a whore.
Wow.
For a whore that made it out of dirt, it's a great interview. Nothing more, nothing less. You know, I used to think clowning her was appropriate, but it's not. We should all pity her. Because considering how loyal she is to the diddler, she probably took more abuse than everybody else and did it with a smile just so she ain't gotta go back. People telling her how successful she was on her podcast when everybody knows that Diddy bought her stats because she was a good little Ghislaine. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Because she ain't have a problem. Yeah, of course you weren't worried about testifying. You had the conversations with the feds. They found out what you knew and realized testimony from you could it up and make it almost impossible for him to be able to allegedly get off of the bigger charges. You caught a pass because things were working in the devil's behalf. You just didn't expect him to have to go to jail. You didn't think that the conscience of even normal working folk would still vote for him to catch the Mann Act. And now there are state charges coming, and you got to think about all of those guns and all of them drugs. And then you got the Jonathan Haidt case, and they're moving forward. And apparently, he has enough evidence for the district attorney to feel confident to continue to investigate. If he don't make it out, you're being loyal to poverty. Because what I can promise you is this. If he goes effectively broke, and for him, broke would be 100 million with all of and everything and all of the people that's drawing off of his and all 6, 7 of his kids, ain't gonna be no money for you. See, that's what you get for listening to that little swamp trash trainee that was talking about me, talking about fuck you, Jaguar. That's right, Carisha. Keep your mouth shut, Bookie, because daddy's coming home. How you feeling now, Tranny? You weird swamp thing. Keep my name out your mouth, talking about you, Jaguar. That's right, Carisha. Did a whole short about it. Tried to go mini viral, talking about me. Fuck your friend.
Keep your name out my
Maybe
mouth.
you'll like yourself again. Y'all gave that girl bad advice.
I mean,
But see, it's the desperation. It's the desperation. I was talking about that with Wolf earlier when we were just talking about the dissension of the female in hip hop and how she was sitting there talking about how all of the female rappers are talking about the same thing and all they talking about is sucking and fucking and being whores and eating and money and all of this. They all say she said it herself. Carisha said it herself. They all talking about the same thing. And it got me to thinking, up until Little Kim, the sexiest females in hip hop at the time was Salt Pepper. And they were respectable. But then Little Kim came along, and see, you gotta see the divide. You had the women with talent, and then you had the women that were desperate to do anything to change their circumstances. Because no disrespect, Kim came from a very tumultuous background. She was in them streets, and she needed that black career. And the brand sponsorship deals and all that it promised, she needed it. Just like Mary J. Blige needed it. All of these just desperation.
Yeah, Young Miami said on
They got
record.
nobody to turn to and nobody to go back to. So they need a man with $100 million so that they can feel safe enough with dying with some dignity so they don't got to go back to the trash.
Young Miami stated, if he a broke, I'ma him till he ain't one. I'm like, damn.
Huh? How did it make sense? If you
Hey,
fucking him that long, how the nigga supposed to work to get anything done? He ain't got no job. If he fucking you all day,
preach.
what the fuck does that mean? If he a broke nigga, I'm gonna fuck him till he ain't broke. What do you mean? What your it doubles as an ATM? But then why did he have to sell his plane? If your can produce that kind of wealth, then that G5 should still be flying around for the Combs family. They shouldn't have had to sold it, right? You're so loyal. Be good for something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There you go. I'm curious.
Carisha, please.
Yeah, we'll see. She says she's looking for somebody to pick up her show. Charlamagne offered to bring her show onto his platform. Do you think someone will pick up Carisha, please, outside of Revolt?
Wow.
It did numbers. It did numbers.
It did numbers because it was rigged to do numbers. Diddy
Hey,
made sure that the payola was on tight and everybody was afraid of Diddy, and Diddy was the king of the game and she was the girl. That's why she got the awards. Like, let's be honest, when she was winning those awards for her podcast, everybody was pissed off, including Nori and
yeah, she
them. They
beat
was so
Drink
pissed
Champs.
the
I'm like,
fuck
Drink
off.
Champs?
Nori was beside himself, and all he had to say was, well, I ain't so well.
Damn.
Everybody knew that. Apparently, everybody knew that but her.
She said she had 4 episodes. Like, they were good episodes.
Yeah, there was good episodes where she was lying about being peed on for ratings. Like, come on, man.
That's crazy. Oh no.
She was sitting there on it doing an interview with Diddy, and he was like, "Yeah, Miami, you fun. It's
Damn.
a grown woman talking like a 3-year-old. It's No wonder he liked you. Not much to contend with. You want to know what's sad? She likes to put herself up on this pedestal, but the truth is, she never got what Cassie got. He was madly, insanely obsessed with Cassie. He was never obsessed with her. Just what she could do for him and how loyal she would be and how she was willing to just belly crawl through a sewer for the baubles he had to offer her.
He allowed her to speak on their relationship, which hasn't been done before, like pissing and golden shower.
What relationship?
Their
Oh.
sexcapades, let me say
She was
that.
a sex worker. It was me and you and all of us here that had the conversation about her salary as his girlfriend, 500,000 a month, and she wanted to quit because it went down to 250. But we had that conversation.
Yeah.
And what did I say to you? How is $250,000 not enough? There must be some real dark going on there that 250K ain't enough. Didn't I say that?
Yeah,
Was I wrong?
it played out. It played
Damn, that girl good.
played out.
Why would I be wrong now?
Jack, lastly, we have to speak on the situation that may occur. They were speaking on Diddy possibly may have be able to get out in April next month. Of course, we doubt that'll happen, but if that was the case, if he was to get out next month in April, what does the entertainment landscape look like? Diddy coming home in 30 days.
Same as it look now. Bleak. Just not Memphis.
Just not Memphis.
Bars.
God damn.
You too.
Does Diddy have any redemption if he owns up to his depravities?
Prince said it best. Sometimes it snows in April. Oh, sometimes I feel so bad, so bad, so bad. Sometimes I wish that life was never ending. Oh, all good things they say never last. That's Prince.
Come on.
That's Prince. That's what he said. April, we'll see. I
We'll
doubt
see.
it.
We'll see.
But so oh, good news. Talk about good news.
Please, please,
Good news. Good news. Talk about good news. Good news. Good news. Talk about good news.
please, please.
Oh, Ariel Mitchell. Yeah.
We've heard some things.
Yeah, she just pleaded guilty to misconduct in her Diddy cases. This is fabulous. That means I might have enough precedence to go after her to sue her.
What? Nah, don't say that. What? What? I know you ain't say anything.
Yeah, she just pleaded guilty to misconduct in her Diddy cases.
Guilty of misconduct. She's a lawyer. He's chewing off more than you can chew, man. You biting off more than you can. I told y'all, man. So far, Uncle Mike been right about all this. If something wasn't right about her. She trying to get more fame than anything.
This is fabulous. That means I might have enough precedence to go after her to sue her for putting me in that case.
Yeah, that was
Better call J. Cole and see if you can ask the Jigga Man to help you. Do some shadow work on me. Allegedly, of course.
yeah, that was very far fetched. My God. And I hear
No,
somebody.
actually, Ariel Mitchell Kid and J. Cole went to college together. They went to St. John's together. Not only that, he was on the basketball team. She was a cheerleader, I believe, and they were in a special interest African American studies group together. They knew each other very well. Matter of fact, they knew each other leading up to him getting signed to Rock Nation.
Man, Jag be getting all the
She is in
411.
Florida.
Wow.
Down there in Little Cuba, which
Oh,
had ties to Griselda Blanco, which Desiree Perez says she had very close ties to at one time, or at least affiliation. Look at that.
Yeah,
Did you see how I walked you through all of that?
come on. Come on. What's your thoughts when you hear that?
Oh, she had a benefactor. Ariel, you goofy.
oh my God, yo. Go ahead, Jag.
I knew it. I ain't gonna say it here, but I knew it. Grand opening, grand closing. Boy, we
Mm-mm-mm.
don't believe you. You need more people. Oh, you gotta love hip hop.
Come on. What's your thoughts when you hear Jay-Z say it's not in his DNA to settle regarding that
Damn.
that allegation?
Yeah. Hold on for a minute, man. Let me I gotta go get something to eat. Wait a minute. Y'all know I'm in the Bahamas. I want to go get me some drinks. Go get me a the hotel I'm in is all you can drink, free drinks, and all you can eat. So free food. So you know I went and got some food. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he said it's not in his MO.
Yeah, no, I mean he spends so much time lying about being innocent. I could see why that would be a big deal for him. But the truth
Whoa.
is, he should have just followed all those white boys that he likes to emulate and just paid. Should just paid.
Mm, mm, mm.
Just pay and get it over with. Shit, pay Nikki, get it over with. Pay me, get it over with. Just pay.
Man, come on now. Oh man, dollar makes the world go round.
But see, he's such a tight bastard, you know? He probably got Jimmy Hoffa up there with his first dollar.
They say that's how the rich get richer.
I mean,
Save a little, save a little.
yeah, save a little, save a lot, save a hole.
mm.
Damn. Okay, well, with that being said, Jag, this is that point in time to where you had mentioned, of course, some people came at your GoFundMe. We want
Oh
to
yeah,
reverse, yeah, we want to reverse all that because,
yeah.
the truth not only can set you free, but of course, the truth is never incentivized, but it is applauded. So we want to make sure that we reiterate what your GoFundMe is. If you got a new one or if it's the same one,
Oh, it's the one that we put up. It's Jaguar Wright Legal Defense Fund on GoFundMe. We appreciate it. Because honestly, we need to raise this money. We're trying to raise 75,000. 75,000 should be enough to get Dallas back in line with trying to act like they give a about my constitutional rights, and to be able to hire the investigators that I need to go after cyber stalkers that have been trying to torture me, allegedly on behalf of a very, very, very rapper.
yeah, no, without question. And the kind of fans that you have, I'm sure there's one or two that is just itching to even just say, "Hey, let me take care of the whole thing." But can
Let
you
me tell you
Yeah,
something.
right.
Let me
reiterate?
tell you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you this
right.
right now, and I've said it on numerous occasions for years. I've gotten millions of views. My views have totaled into the billions on all the sites and everything. Unfortunately, they weren't my views on my platforms that I got paid for. No, I was hampered. I was hamstrung. I've had to fight harder than anybody to have a monetized platform, and they still play with all of my. But everybody else can get rich off of my name, right? But that's how it was set up. And all of y'all make all the money that you want to make. But man, if I could get $1 for every view, if I could get $1 for every view for one of the videos we've done, that would be more than enough money for me to take care of all of this and be able to launch cruelty-free artistry so I could get back to making
$1 a
music
view.
and making art. And not only that, discovering new talent and giving them a pathway to independence and freedom as an artist to sell direct to consumer without having to worry about being swallowed up by companies like Rock Nation and
A
Sony, all
dollar a
this other.
view? That's asking for a lot, to be
I know.
honest.
Oh my God, that with David thinking about all of the soulless bastards at Interscope that are sitting there trying to pretend. When that little girl is gone, she's dead.
If I can get 50 cent a view.
And they're still playing with
Oh,
Celeste Hernandez. She was 14. She didn't even make it to 15. She was cut up in a car. Industry related.
wow. Wow. With that being said, Jag, you know
From
how we do it
fucking
this time.
Diddy to David, man, I'm telling you, that Storm Monroe, that little see you next Tuesday, making this content.
Yeah, where does things lie with Storm Monroe at
Fuck
this moment?
him.
Well,
That
goddamn.
6 years ago, he tried to label me a child predator with someone that Tasha K hired. And I'm not saying allegedly because the boy said so. He said so on Nosy Ho's platform. She offered him $3,000 to lie and say that I had essayed him. 2024, that awful AI video where they tried to rig it and then do a re-premiere to make it look like it was an actual current video, to take my words and twist them, AI alter them to make it sound like I said that Jay-Z me when I didn't say that. I was talking about that was sent after me. And then after they used it to try to destroy my name and destroy my credibility, now they won't even present the video. I got a bunch of people questioning me about it. Oh, well, you backtrack. Well, you know, after Pierce Morgan and the way you lied on Jay-Z and said that Jay-Z did, I said I never said that. I keep telling people it was AI Alta, but unfortunately, Storm Monroe and Andre Turner Jr., also known as AT2, A2 Titties ass fag. Anyway,
I know both of
they
them
both
guys.
aired that. Gave it to the Star Report, gave it to Media Takeout, and then Media Takeout ended up kicking it up to TUZ. And now, don't nobody want to produce the evidence. Want to know why? Because the metadata will show that they actually AI altered that to try to frame me into saying something. Now, he's sitting there trying to convince people that I'm a scam artist and a thief, saying that I stole his friend's money, when the truth is, I didn't steal. His friend was working with him to try to set me up. And his friend got his music, got his song, got everything that he was supposed to get, and got it in record time, while I had to wait for him to pay me down like a Christmas club account. His payments were 6 weeks late. He got his product ahead of schedule. And I gotta have Storm Monroe. And it's just, I'm sick and tired of this little like I am. I'm just tired of him. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of Tasha K. I'm tired of all of her merry band of weirdos. But Storm Monroe, for him to be able to keep getting online, this is the third time. So clearly, this is malicious intent. He needs to be sued. I intend to serve him in the next couple weeks. He's getting served. And he needs to produce that video so it can be examined. The problem is he's not going to do it because it's only going to incriminate him, which will throw his little in jail where he belongs, honestly. And he should take Tasha with him.
Tasha K.
There's too much fraud online, and I'm sick and tired of people using me to do it. So meanwhile, they're attaching these stories. First, the story was that I wanted the GoFundMe to pay off the Brian, to pay for legal fees for the Brian McKnight lawsuit and for the Ariel Mitchell kid Ashley Parham lawsuit, which were both dismissed last year. Why would I be starting a GoFundMe this year to worry about paying for legal representation for lawsuits that were dismissed last year? But see, didn't nobody want the public to know that they were dismissed, because everybody wants people to think that, oh, she has legal troubles, right? Because that's what it says on AI edited Google. Talk about me, unsubstantiated. Google prints more lies than the Jay-Z. So yeah, please donate to my legal defense fund. I appreciate it, because I need
Yes.
every dollar that I can to fight these.
And that new Cash App is, again, say it again.
Cruelty-free artistry.
Please. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank
With
you.
one Y, not with two, because the fraud's already put up a fraud cash with the two Y's on it trying to say it's the recommended one so people will donate to the assholes and not to my company. I have a legitimate nonprofit organization. We are a 501c3.
There you go.
What's the problem? I can't raise money for my nonprofit organization? Everybody else can. But I can't get funding. I can't go out and get independent funding and raise funds with the people for my NPO. Which is why we set up the legal defense fund, so people didn't have to worry about giving the money to us directly. It would be going to a GoFundMe, which is a credible source, and we're going to be transparent with how the money is used. So what's the problem? But no, I'm a scam artist. I'm a liar. Like literally, my GoFundMe hit. EUR Web magazine did an article on it talking about Jaguar Wright is looking for $16,000 for legal defense. The internet could use a good laugh. They actually said that. They're supposed to be a credible news source. And guess what? MSN covered that. All based off of shit that they found in Google from the 45 different YouTubers that attacked my GoFundMe and said it was a scam and I was a scam artist and I was a fraud and I stole from people and did all of this other shit that I didn't do.
You're still the algorithm.
You know, I wish I could turn it into a lasso and choke out every last one of these weird.
Right. Well, Jack, with that being said, we got to say, for your response in this regard, thank you for coming on the platform. Thank you for speaking so quickly and so prominently about the situation itself. The JaguarWright.com, we need to make sure people go there.
Yes, please, because
117K subs.
everything, any donation method, the GoFundMe, everything, all things me, you can find there, including, hyperlinks to my Patreon, my YouTube channel, the Jaguar Wright Effect. The Jaguar Wright Show is also now growing again. That's probably going to become a panel show channel. We're building, we're working, and the community is getting good. Like it's awesome. We hit 117. It's looking like we're about to hit 118. The goal for this year is to try to make it to 250,000 subscribers. And once that happens, I'll be donating like a large portion of my membership for music only. Like with the Hove attacks and the bot attacks and all of the craziness and the Hove sexuals and Jay-Z sexuals and the Rock Nation sexuals and all of that coming after my channels, I decided to just have fun with my community. So I turned it into Jaguar Radio, and I just sat there and I played all of my unreleased records that I've never given to the industry.
There you go. That's what
and we sat up all night, and the haters came through. We was like, y'all. And I had up the boycott Jay-Z and the Roots picnic. It was awesome. And everybody came through, and we was in there with music. And I mean, we stayed up listening to my music for 6 hours.
Beautiful.
For 6 hours. And it was crazy because it was like, you keep playing different song after you haven't played the same song twice. That's how much music you got, Jack. And you know it all by heart.
And they've been waiting on it feverishly.
So yeah, we're going to be taking one of our membership tiers, and that's going to be a music only space. So for those people who come over to the Jaguar Wright Effect within the next month, you'll be able to subscribe to all of my unreleased private music, and you'll be able to stream it from there on the channel.
There you go.
No, because we really want to build up the cruelty-free artistry brand, and it's really all about creating a safe space where, who cares if you never win a Grammy? Who cares if you never win any of these awards or American Music Award? All of that comes with nothing but a bunch of pain and cruelty and unnatural standards. What really matters is that if you can make $5, $10, $15, $20 million a year going direct to consumer, that's the best award you can get. to
Facts.
not have to worry about turning over your masters, to setting up your own licensing agreements, to
Okay.
hiring an independent person to go out and search out your own brand deals, which you can set up at your disposal and not what this company says. So you got to this executive so that you can get this Gap commercial. Or so you got to be like Cardi B and have sex with a half a homo alleged half a homo a football player who likes to play in your face and treat you like so you can push out
Whoa.
Raising Cane chicken fingers. Like this shit is man. It's
Damn. Damn.
That's crazy.
Facts.
what do you
Direct.
She called him half a homo. God, if the football player. Man, you can't trust nobody these days, man. But I don't care because I already got what I want and I know what I am. So you can do whatever you want to do. I'm done. That's crazy.
To
expect?
consumer.
What do you expect from a fucking strip club? Like all of these. That's why all of these female rappers are strip
Damn.
because they know the desperation and they know what they're willing to do because they done worse at them clubs.
Yeah, no, they put a price on their vagina. You know.
It already had a price.
Mm.
They think upping it makes them special. That's the sad part. Because if they had any common sense or any self-esteem at all, they would know that that part of their body is priceless.
Preach.
Doesn't
Lord.
have a price.
And that being said,
Not even $1 billion. It's worth so much more than that. And to have the ability to say, I give myself to you, not because of what you're giving to me, but because of what I receive from you. Pure love. These girls really don't get it. They get given a lot of shit, including STDs, which is why most of them are doing advertisements for PrEP now.
that is the new thing.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna work in Houston. Houston sounds like they're having a problem. Houston, we've got a problem, and it's bigger than that gumbo. That's
Oh, shit. Gumbo is
Houston, we have a problem. And it's bigger than that gumbo. We got a, she said, sound like they got a problem up in Houston. God dang it, come on, Jag. What?
doing advertisements for PrEP
What,
now.
Jag?
that is the new thing.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna work in Houston. Houston sounds like they're having a problem. Houston, we've got a problem, and it's bigger than that gumbo. That's
Oh shit. Gumbo and spring break.
Houston
Shout out
must
to
be
Miss Notes.
cursed. They got poison gumbo. They got STDs that's breaking out on people's face. The HIV is through the roof. Apparently, they got herpes now that jumps off through the clothes while you're walking down the street with people you don't know. Like, they got all kinds of shit in Houston.
Oh damn. The crabs is walking.
You ever heard? The CDC has now declared that Houston has beat Philly and Atlanta.
What?
Don't go playing with your privates down in Houston. It makes you wonder why all of them girls showed up naked at the rodeo. Are they actually working for the pharmaceutical companies and they trying to infect people so they go get the PrEP? I don't know.
God damn. Oh man. Jag, with that being said, we got
Fucked up, man. I'm glad I'm monogamous. Boy, I ain't never been so happy with being a boring hoe all my life.
for real. Time to chill, ladies.
Listen to me. We had a supper. We watched the TV. We Netflix and don't chill and then pass out. And I'm fine. Look at my skin. I'll be 49 this year. I'll be 50 next year. These
You
out
go,
here look
girl.
sick.
have you made plans for your birthday? Are you still, of course, going to keep it low key
I'm
until?
hoping that my cases will be finished with so that I can actually go out of the country and go on vacation with my new passport with a special, special someone. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that I actually get to lawfully leave the United States and go to a beautiful beach with a very, very, very special person.
You done visited so many countries. I'm
I visited
excited.
everywhere, but you know what? I haven't visited them with this person. Because, see, like,
Oh,
that's kind of like my bucket list. It's for me to go everywhere I've already been with this very special person. See, because when I went before, I was pretty much on my own. Even when I was in a relationship, I was an artist. I was traveling all the time. So I was only going to these places with either people that I was creeping with or people that I was working with. And every now and then my spouse will be able to come, whatever the case may be. But now I have a very special person and we work together and our company is together. So my work is D work and we work wherever we go. So the funny thing about it is my
Talking about
45th
the Wolfman,
birthday, I
baby.
prayed
Shout out to the Wolfman.
that I would be able to have that
Wolf.
kind of connection before I was no longer interested in trying anymore, and that I would be able to spend the rest of my days with someone who I like traveling with. And God is amazing because he answers prayers. And I am so glad my God's name isn't Hove.
damn. Oh man.
Because my God actually answers prayers and doesn't need $20 million loans.
Oh boy. Oh man. Well, with that being said,
My
soon to
God is
come.
real, baby. You
Come
might
on, let's
not
go.
be able to touch him, but you can feel him.
Let's go. Let's go. With that being said, Jaguar Wright, once again, stellar conversation.
Bruh,
We are humbled, of
they
course,
get
whenever
what? They
we're in
get
your
$1
presence.
million in a day?
Yeah,
Man,
we on their necks. We on their necks.
man,
Let's put some foot on some
Listen,
necks.
GQ. Since you don't need people to dress up, y'all could have asked us to come over there. We could have classed up the joint. We could have
Right.
brought the couch.
Come on, come on. Let's put some foot on some necks. Y'all make sure y'all do follow everything Jaguar Wright.
Oh,
Stay
wait a
tuned for more
minute.
to come. Oh
Last
no, please,
thing.
please.
One of those Jay-Z sexuals came through. It was like, F you, Jag. Go on over there to that blue couch and tell them lies. They like your lies. That was last night. They said that.
Oh, see exactly. They're waiting. They're, that person, whoever said it, will be tuned in. So let's give them a show. We got to say it, man. Once again, the one and only Jaguar Wright. We have to say it. You are a real life street star.
God, the real one.
Let's go.
Stay tuned. What do you say?
I already have notes that I'm like, we got to go through, but I want to watch it all because I don't want to miss nothing. But, but, just what you were saying, just that excerpt alone,
No,
it just lets
I'm just saying it's really interesting. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so hard for is America has America got that retard like delayed. I didn't say the word delayed that people like can say things a couple of days ago and then somebody just come back and say something completely opposite and then everybody fall for it.
yes, narratives,
Hmm.
narratives.
Interesting. No, because like one of the things that I noticed in this interview that he wanted to discuss was how little he cared about the beef with Drake and Kendrick, how little he was invested, which is wild because 2.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, there's this guy named Michael Eric Dyson. And I guess people forgot that that happened when he said, I'm a scholar, whoopty whoopty whoop. This was the part that I really, really, really have to get into. I don't say it with the kind of arrogance that some of my interlocutors on the internet have suggested. And let me tell you something, a very dear and good friend of mine disagrees with me bitterly. Bitterly.
Bitterly.
Well, I won't say bitterly, Dyson goes on to say, just aggressively and vigorously. Aggressively and vigorously, Mr. Dyson says. His name is Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. Now, I don't usually talk about the conversations that Jay-Z and I have because that's between us. Interesting. A media personality, a commentator, and he are friends. And he doesn't, okay. You know, and that's why we remain friends because I ain't out here blabbing about what we talk about. But he hit me up and he vigorously disagreed with my particular position. He said with dignity, he said it with respect. He articulated his ideal intelligently. I responded to him. We went back and forth for a minute, and I shared with him my essay, the 30,000 some odd word essay I wrote in the Philadelphia paper where I break down what's going on between Kendrick and Drake. And he said respectfully, what I love about Jay is, like this is just
Yeah,
what
you
I
know,
love about Jay is he's not arrogant and he's got more reason to be arrogant than anybody we talking to, including myself on this darn internet and yet in social media. Like I don't even understand how these people be speaking sometimes. I'm reading transcripts, of course. And yet he chose to be gracious, vigorous, clear, transparent about his disagreements, but we did not get nasty and he did not get nasty and vicious with me, which is funny because he started off by saying bitterly, aggressively, vigorously. Where in the world does gracious?
mixed with aggressive.
He started with bitter and then corrected that. And what's even funnier is 48 hours later, Mr. Michael Eric Dyson turned around and came forward with a whole apology after people started calling out the fact that he, like an idiot, highlighted the fact that Jay-Z was very invested in the narrative that Drake was wrong and Kendrick was right, and that was that. Now we got a whole interview with him saying he wasn't invested at all. He could care less about what happened. He gave the Super Bowl to Kendrick because Kendrick just had the best job, even though there have been vigorous claims of payola, bots, all kinds of, and then, trying to sit there and act like he didn't have a hand in orchestrating any of that whole media show with his relationship with Punch, considering Punch's proximity to Top, and Top is practically Kendrick Lamar's whole handler and gatekeeper in the game as a whole, regardless of where he signed. I'm just
No, without question. There's a lot again as I'm watching this interview that we want to discuss. I'm not all the way through it, but again, body language, style of dress, choice of chairs, lighting. There's a lot to discuss. So, with that
I
being
don't
said,
know what cat was bigger, the one on his dread or just the interview in its entirety. There was so much cat.
man, yes. So, with that being said, can we possibly? And I want you to watch the Young Miami one as well.
I mean, I'll watch Carisha. I'll see what she got to say. What's she talking about? Diddy?
We haven't seen it. Well, Rook might have seen a little bit of it.
She talking about
Maybe.
Diddy?
Yeah, she talking about like Diddy and how that wasn't a man that she met and he changed and stuff like that. So
Hold on, wait a minute. She's backpedaling
That
on the
was the
fact that
man
he
she
didn't make
met.
her the woman that she is today and that he
Right,
taught her how to be a woman.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
she's saying now?
right.
right,
You
right.
gotta see it.
That's what she's talking about.
It's crazy.
Oh man. So Jack, I was gonna say
Huh?
yeah. Can we we're gonna clip note
Marisha,
this.
please. Like,
We want to clip note to see your availability, your next best, because we got to get through this. We have to respond to this. I have notes that I got to go through.
mm,
Let us know. It's better to do it probably morning, afternoon, tomorrow versus this
sure,
evening.
we can do it whenever y'all want to do it. I have an appointment on my Patreon on Wednesdays. We usually wrap up. We be done early afternoon y'all time. So
Okay. Right when you're done, we could hop right on this. So if you have an ideal time, you could
yeah.
just take it from there and tell them tune in real life and come on over here and we could get to it because I do want to finish watching this. I didn't even get to the Drake part. So
Oh yeah, you need to get to that part. You need to get to the part where he said, what I'm really impressed with is that 30 years of lying. 30 years of lying is like incredible. You know, your boy. Yeah,
you
respectfully.
start learning how to do it well. You start learning how to
No,
do it
I
well.
mean, that's the thing. It's just like even when he started talking about his wife and how amazing a producer she is and how amazing a talent she is, I could go on the internet right now and I could pull up a whole interview where she talks about with Destiny's when she was still a part of Destiny's Child, how the people that auditioned before them were gonna hate them because they was gonna steal everything that they did. Like she
Mm,
said that in an interview.
damn.
Ain't nothing changed. If she's such an amazing producer, why in God's name did Sid and Frank Ocean and all of them have to give up their lives to make her look better? Like you're such a great producer. Why do you have 80 million people on one song for you?
All right.
Amazing producers don't need anybody but themselves and whoever they choose to hire. But you don't need writers. You don't need other like it's
Yeah.
the cap of it all. It's the cap of it all. And if I see another article on Google that says 1.6 million people was in the queue because they're embarrassed that Kanye is killing them with no promotion.
All right.
Like
No.
it's petty. It's petty. Kanye ain't doing no interviews. He ain't doing no promotion. He's got 800 and some odd thousand people. First they said it was 1 million people in the queue for the
The
concert.
tickets.
Then they said it was 1.6 million in the view for the like. It's like, okay, well, whatever Kanye did, double that and put that on Google.
Right.
Meanwhile, if you look at the article, you can look at the article on Google and it says at the bottom, generated by AI, may contain some mistakes.
Now we got extra innings.
No, man. You know, oh yeah. It sold out. You know, both days sold out. Now we're adding the third day. No, you add the third day so that you can justify why you're still selling tickets for the first 2 days. See, this is the thing that trips me out, and this is what I can't stand about Mr. Carter. He really thinks because most people have bad memories that people like me forget. I was actually on the show at Madison Square Garden for Fade to Black. We did the tour. They lied. They lied and said that they sold out the garden in 30 minutes, which is why they booked 4 other shows, the other shows that we did, so-called as a test run, you know, so that we could work the show out leading up to the sold out in 30-minute show, Madison Square Garden. So see, this way, they would have a cover story for selling all of the tickets that they said was already sold. Like, okay, so you sold out 30 minutes, Madison Square Garden, what, like 20 some odd years ago, and now you're doing it again at Yankee Stadium. Like, why don't y'all pick another number?
Right.
Like,
Right.
why is it the same story over and over again? You the only person that sells out these places in 30 minutes. Nobody else has done it.
I tell you, boy, they run the narrative. Run the narrative.
Which is why they added the extra show, just like they added the tour for Fade to Black, so they would have an excuse to keep actively selling tickets to make up. Like, for real, for real. If it was really that hot, why was there a whole nother site? And I got the clip. There's a whole nother site talking about the tickets was 25% off already. The shit wasn't even on sale for a week, and y'all already had them discounted.
Better to say you sold out. Better to say you sold out.
Yeah, but I mean, you could say a lot of stuff. You could say I got the biggest in the world. You know
You can
what I mean?
say
You
it.
could say you could say you know what I mean? Like it's so uncomfortable. It's like his whole it's really uncomfortable. But this is the problem that I have, and I'm sure you'll have it too. And we'll talk about it in a little bit more. Kind of like that Gayle King interview that he did when they didn't ask him anything about his friendship with R. Kelly or the intersection between R. Kelly, him, and Aaliyah.
Yeah, they stayed
How
away
did the
from it.
name, how did the name Nancy Mace not come up at all in this interview? How? How did it not come up at all? I mean, they talked about Tony Busby and they capped on that, and you'll see. I'm sure you already did see because he talked about it early on.
Yes.
But they capped on that. Meanwhile, not talking about the fact that if it's all over and y'all handled that up so quick, why are y'all still harassing that autistic woman in Alabama now to this day, trying to beat down her door for $20 million when y'all know she ain't got it because you couldn't get it from Busby? Because guess what? The same thing that you're suing her for, you sued him for and you lost. They threw out your defamation case because they couldn't find any lies told. So if he wasn't lying and he was the lawyer, how was she lying? But we can talk about
Thanks.
that later.
Yeah, now we'll get to it. With that being said, yeah, let's get back to it. If you can watch the Young Miami, we'll send a link. We're gonna finish Jay-Z, and then let's just reset this to right after your Patreon tomorrow.
You want to know what I also find funny?
Please.
That while he's taking hits, every time he takes negative hits, next thing you know, there's a whole smear campaign and a whole army of bots doing negative intel on me. Do you know my GoFundMe actually became a trending topic?
How, Sway?
Yeah. All I did was post it on my Instagram. I posted it on my Patreon first, and then I posted it on Instagram. I haven't even posted it on TikTok. I haven't even put it up on X. I didn't put it up anywhere, for real, for real. They actually turned my GoFundMe into a trending topic, so much so to the point that MSN was talking about it. Huh? My GoFundMe is news?
That's kind of wild. I mean, that's good publicity, though. I mean, any attention.
It's
Shit.
kind of good publicity. It's getting a lot of views, but you know what? Ever since the smear campaign started, the donations have slowed down greatly. You want to know what else was funny? All of the content creators that started doing hit pieces on me saying that I'm a fraud and I'm a scam artist and that I'm stealing from people. Did you know that?
That's news right there. That is
We
news.
should talk about Storm Monroe and his hit piece that he did on me, telling people that I stole from his friend, which is funny because the person that he said that he introduced me to in his content said he didn't know him. And he didn't introduce us to nobody. That guy got the number off of the website and said that he was referred by somebody else.
Oh yeah, no. We're Rook, notate that. Notate that. We're gonna
You
address
want to
that
know what's even
too.
funnier? He said that we took his friend's money that he gave me to write a hook for his track and to do the reference vocals. And guess what? He said We took the money and he never got the song. You want to know what's even funnier than that?
Shoot.
I still got the Pro Tools files from the recorded song. I also have the emails of the song being sent to him.
Oh
He
shit.
got the song. I also have the transaction records from all of the late payments that we had to wait for a song that he had already received. But I'm a thief. I even got the picture from us recording the song at the studio. Now, maybe we should talk about that as well, because Storm Monroe, you know, he has been an internet grifter that has been over my name for quite some time. You know, back in 2020, the first lie he told on me, he tried to convince people that I had essayed and that I had, you know, G-roomed a young man who was cool with Erica Badu named Young Muhammad. Come to find out, I talked to him with Nosy Ho Live, and guess what? He admitted that Storm and them asked him to lie and say that I had raped him, and that Tasha K offered to pay him $3,000 and she never did because he wouldn't commit to the full lie. That was back in 2020. 2024, I sat down with him, introduced him on camera to Tiffany Haddish, did the interview outside, did a whole video with him. And guess what? He went, took that video down, AI edited to try to make it sound like I had said something about Jay-Z that I never said about Jay-Z, so that they would be able to come after me and sue me for defamation. Did a premiere, put back up, and guess what? I'm still getting questioned about that very questionable video to this day that's not available online. Yet, I got people all through the media accusing me of doing it, saying that I'm a backpedaler, and then using the Pierce Morgan interview. Pierce, I don't mind that my wife is screaming for every day on social media. Morgan. And using that interview where I said some very real things that are popping up in the Epstein files right now regarding the Carters. I can't even begin. Actually, I'm glad that we're pushing back till later, because I think we also need to talk about Rihanna.
Yeah. We got to touch back. Jonathan Hay came back through, and we got to touch back on that too. A shooting.
No, we need
Jonathan
to talk
Hay.
about Rihanna.
Yeah.
We need to talk about where's Riri.
Yeah, with our
And we need
house
to talk
being
about
pow-powed
her
at.
on those Epstein call logs.
What?
Because she got 2 different phone numbers that popped up on that call log.
That's crazy.
Interesting. Now she's gone.
Very. Okay. All right, but
We'll talk.
yeah, we'll talk. We're about to send you something right now. Thank you, Jag, just for even just touching base with us. My God, please watch Young Miami. We're taking some notes right now. We're gonna finish Jay-Z, and then let's have a real in-depth conversation, because I got some notes and I got to get your take on it. So,
We can watch it, but I got a feeling it's gonna lead to just me saying, Carisha, please. You must be out of your mind.
God damn it.
Like, I can tell you right now how I feel about it. I haven't even seen it, but I'm gonna go watch it so I can make sure I'm all.
Well, just before you watch it, do you think she's gonna keep it 1,000? Do you think she's the kind of girl to keep it 100?
What's my prediction on the interview without seeing it? My cold read.
Yes.
She's trying to find a new boyfriend, and she's trying to see if she can find her way back out onto the circuit. People ain't liking her so much after they're going back over her diddler content. She's going to backtrack on the whole relationship, try to make it seem like it wasn't a relationship and she was just capping because she was trying to build a career. I got that feeling.
That's the coldest read. Shit.
That's the truth.
Okay.
She told the Jaguar went for the truth.
All right, Jag. Yes, let's get to it tomorrow right after Patreon. Yes, you know. We'll tune in
this
and
is getting wild.
this is getting wild. This is getting wild. All right, we're about to send you some, and let's just get back to it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's do a little research, and we're gonna be on our P's and Q's for tomorrow.
Yeah,
And if y'all could promote the GoFundMe with this clip.
Yes, with this clip alone, yeah, just to let them know what's coming. No, for real. Just to let them know what's coming. All right, Jack, we got you. Anything you need, let us know. Dizzy, let us know what you need. We'll text you. We're about to send you some.
Yeah.
Please.
One more thing that I want to make sure that we talk about. The simple fact that everybody was running around saying that the reason why we had to GoFundMe was to pay for the lawsuits against me, the Brian McKnight lawsuit and the
Brian
Ashley
McKnight.
Parham lawsuit. That's what they was running around saying. Did you know that?
No, that is news. For the Brian McKnight lawsuit is crazy.
You want to know what's even funnier? Both of those lawsuits have been dismissed. Why would I need to raise money for a lawsuit that's dismissed?
That's crazy.
Come on. All right. All right. We'll bring that back up. We'll touch. We'll touch it back.
There's a lot to discuss.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot. Yeah, I see that we have an avenue now. We're gonna go down.
Avenue. You got a boulevard.
we got a highway. We got expressway. All right. Well, let's do it like this, and we'll go from there. But goddamn, come on. Enjoy your day, Jag. We'll reach back out to you. We'll schedule everything. We'll send you a new link, and just come hop right back in, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
We'll do it.
All right, Jag. Let's go.
Real life street stars. They put a little thing at the end. Most definitely, that is crazy. Jaguar Wright filed the world. Man, episode 1. Every now and then we like to stop past real life street stars. Y'all know what time it is. That's what they always say. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. That thing was crazy. I can't wait to see the daggone comment section on this one, man. This thing is 2 hours long. Hey, if y'all want to see more Jaguar stuff, man, click on this video right here. And this is Jaguar be going off, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.